Jared, do me a favor. Ring up these ampcasters for me. Thank you, my man.
Ay caramba, papi. Oh yeah. Oh. A long ass fucking time ago in a town called Your Mama's Puckering Asshole, trapped here in the closet, back here with another video. Thank you to everybody who watched the last couple videos of mine, where I covered the first 3 infamous Troma classics in the Toxic Avenger franchise. This week I'm going to be looking at an absolute favourite of mine, musically and film-wise, none other than one of the greatest stoner comedies of all time, and perhaps one of the greatest rock operas of all time, Tenacious D's The Pick of Destiny from 2006. Remember to like, comment and subscribe. Otherwise, as always, I'll kill the family dog. So if you don't know, Tenacious D is an American rock duo featuring Jack Black and Kyle Gass. The pair created an interesting new take on the classic rock genre, mixing their clever, unique comedy to solidify themselves as legends in the comedy music genre. Yes, you are fucked! Since their creation in 1994, Jack Black and Kyle Gass wanted to do a movie to showcase their acting and musical skills. The duo first tried to get a script made in the year 2000, much of which was based on songs from their first album. Awesome album if you've never listened to it. The original script for the film was about the band playing gigs at various different coffee shops around America. Black would become obsessed with the lost island of Atlantis. The pair would also meet Ronnie James Dio and go on a road trip to Miami. This project was later scrapped not long after. Jack Black had been creating some acting fame for himself in the early 2000s with comedy hits like Shallow Hal and School of Rock, making the duo even hungrier to create their long overdue movie. In 2003, the band had announced that it had signed with New Line Cinema, and longtime Tenacious D collaborator Liam Lynch was set to direct, while Black and Gass were still writer-producers for the flick.
Draws like a pencil.
Filming was supposed to take place in 2003, but due to Jack Black being in Peter Jackson's big-budget 2005 remake of King Kong, it was delayed for another year. How dare they for that mediocre movie? On a budget of 19 to 20 million, this film was somehow a complete failure commercially, only bringing in a disappointing $13.9 million at the box office. The film wasn't the biggest hit with critics. Some saw it as unfunny, pointless, musical crap, which I understand for those big wig critics. Think they're better than us? Fuck them, you know? Fuck them. The D's fan made sure that this film stayed alive and it got its place on the podium as one of the greatest rock comedy films of all time. After a lot of stone thinking, Black, Gass and Lynch finally agreed on a strange plot for this epic fucking rock opera stoner comedy musical film. It is about J-Balls, or better known as JB, played by of course Jack Black, on his journey to Hollywood in a sort of meta parody of the band's formation, JB making friends with failed musician KG, played by the other half of the legendary rock duo Kyle Gass. The pair would then go on a quest to acquire the magical Pick of Destiny, allowing them to rock harder than anybody and win the battle of the bands, so of course they can pay their rent. The jury learned 1 or 2 things about rock and roll, but the real journey is actually within them, you know, it's all about making friends and shit. If you haven't seen this film, go to your local Blockbusters, go on lovefilm.com and order it. It's such an entertaining watch. The carefully constructed performances, silly plot and legendary songs. There's something out there for everybody. I remember growing up and hearing about this film, but I never had the chance to watch it, and I always wanted to. It was only when I hit the weed prime age of 15 that I finally had a chance, and honestly, my life has never been the same. As a huge fan of stoner comedies and rock operas like The Who's Tommy and Pink Floyd's The Wall, it was great to see an unserious take on the genre in the modern day of 2006. Love Jack Black and Kyle Gass in this movie. Their chemistry is unmatched and really does translate onto the screen extremely well. Even if the pair aren't the best actors in the world, they do the perfect job for the style of movie. Bit of rough, bit of ready round the edges. All of the supporting cast, and of course the epic cameos from Ben Stiller, Meatloaf, Dave Grohl, Tim Robbins and Amy Poehler are all great. They don't take away from the rest of the film, only adding a level of production to this film. This is everybody's favourite part of the fucking video, the trivia section. Whoop whoop! I've got a lot of information that I got from the hilarious DVD commentary from Black and Gass. I haven't watched the director's commentary, but I thought I've already seen this movie twice in a week. I might give it a minute. Even though it's still enjoyable, I'd probably still have a good time. So anyway, a truly entertaining time if you have got the DVD and you can locate it, but yeah. So first off, Kickapoo is actually a real place, but Jack Black is not actually from there. He's actually from California. The duo state that they would actually love to do a gig in Kickapoo following the release of the film, but as of 2024, they have never done a gig there. They also state that a lot of people thought that the young Jack's face was CGI because the kid does such a good job.
Oh, the dragon's balls ablaze, and as I stepped into his cave, then I sliced his fucking cockles with a long and shiny blade.
This is also Meatloaf's second performance in a movie ever, and apparently having Dio in the movie gave Jack Black a boner. It cost $50,000 to film the Hollywood sign. I never knew that. Carl Gass didn't know what to play at Venice Beach, so they made Classico up on the spot, and they actually have the creditings for that because they can't credit Beethoven or Mozart. Technically, they created that song. There's a lot of film references in this movie, from A Clockwork Orange and a lot of Karate Kid. KG and JB are also huge fans of the Karate Kid franchise. Apparently their apartment is a soundstage, and I'll tell you what, doesn't look like it, and I don't know. It was really hard because I think they were just joking around with a lot of these. Just like Tom Cruise and his character in Tropic Thunder, Ben Stiller had a lot to do with how his character looked, a lot of its characteristics. They also featured in the same movie together in Tropic Thunder with Jack Black, so that's pretty cool.
Everybody knows you never go full retard. What do you mean?
I completely forgot about this sequence, the shitty animated sequence. Jack Black and Carl Gass hate this fucking sequence. They wish that they did something a little bit better, but budget was low, time was low, they had to do what they had to do. I did notice one thing in the DVD commentary. Jack Black gets complimented by Carl Gass so fucking much, and he never once says anything back. How rude. Apparently, during the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, which isn't actually the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, apparently it was some sort of Jewish memorial museum or something, which is hilarious. But apparently they had Eddie Van Halen's guitar on set, and apparently never used it. Why you would do that? Why you'd get fucking Eddie Van Halen's guitar on set during your rock opera and you don't have it on screen? Absolutely crazy. Well, that's the end of the video, everyone. I'm so happy that I finally got around to doing this film. Thank you for watching. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Otherwise, of course, I'll kill the family dog. Check out all the other videos on this channel. It's pretty good. I'm looking forward to making another awesome video next week on a film I haven't decided. So, adios. Take it easy. Bye-bye. Mwah.